I can always be upset about something. Where do you tend to focus more? Your past, your present, or your future? We all spend all three, but where do you spend more of your time? Most of us who are achievers tend to focus on the future, but all the joy is in the present. The majority of people spend a lot of time in the past, and the problem is you can't change it. You're constantly focused on what's missing versus what you have. You're focused on what you can't control. And there's two worlds, right? The external world, the internal world. We can't control the external world, we can influence it. The part we can control is what's going on inside of us. And that we can control what we focus on. We can control the meaning. We can decide the meaning. We're the meaning makers, and we can decide what to do. And when we make those three decisions, we're in control of our life, and all the anxiety and bullshit tends to go away, especially if we're trying to do that to serve something more than ourselves. Because you can't serve something more than yourself and not benefit. When you want some self-esteem, do something worthwhile beyond just yourself. We all know the two emotions that destroy your relationship, your business, your life, it's fear and anger. Those are two extremes. You can't be grateful and fearful simultaneously. You can't be angry and grateful simultaneously. But like you look at somebody like Steph Curry, and you see this guy who, shoot the ball from almost half court. So he doesn't even look. He turns around and just waves because he knows it's in already. And there's swish, and the crowd goes crazy. And people look at that and go, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. He's the greatest three-point shooter in history. There's no one like him. But what they don't pay attention to is that isn't like a little gift. He shoots 500 shots every single day, never less than that, 7 days a week, for more than 15 years. His 15-year professional career. He's been doing it since before he was in college. His dad really trained him. So think of that, 3,500 shots a week, 168,000 shots in a year, 2 million shots in his 15-year NBA career, so he can make 3,600 shots. Not even 1/10 of 1%. I tell people, you get rewarded in public for what you practice in private. I think everything happens for a reason. I think there's a higher purpose. I think it's my job to find it. I think that life happens for us, not to us, but it's our job to figure it out. You're gonna battle with internal things within you and external things, but if you keep going, you're gonna eventually slay your dragons and you come out the hero of your own life and you have something to share that isn't bullshit. It's not something you read somewhere, it's something you've lived.
Something you want.
And everybody can feel you've lived it because it's a different level of ownership, And then, by the way, as soon as you do that, it happens again. You're called on another journey. You have a new level of challenge that you need to go on. It just never ends, but it makes life really, really beautiful.
How can people who are always very hard on themselves learn to build up their self-esteem a little bit more?
I don't know if self-esteem is the answer. I don't think it's bad to be hard on yourself, as long as you also celebrate when the victories happen. But so many people will tell you, I have poor self-esteem because when I was a kid, people said this to me and that to me. It's convenient that we remember those things and not the positive things that also occur, obviously. But I think it's more important is to realize that self-esteem is earned. It's only earned by you with yourself. You're not going to get self-esteem because everybody praises you. Someone can tell you your whole life that you're brilliant, you're a genius, you're beautiful, you're handsome, and you not believe it. Someone can tell you, you're a piece of crap and you're never going to become anything, and there's a part of you can say, I'll show you, as many people have, and then they develop drive out of it, right? So it's really, self-esteem comes from doing incredibly difficult things where you pushed yourself. It's not virtue signaling, it's not telling people about it. It's what you know inside your soul is true. And the more you do things that are incredibly difficult, and especially things that are meaningful, meaning they're not just about yourself, the higher that esteem would be. I think the most important thing for self-esteem is to find something you care about more than yourself. If you find something you care about more than you won't be thinking about yourself all the time, and all your bullshit self-esteem just goes out the window. The real question is, what do you want? If you want an extraordinary life, my definition of that is life on your terms. Some people, it's 3 beautiful children, a white picket fence. Some people, it's building a multi-billion-dollar business. Somebody else, it's writing poetry. Instead of looking for somebody else, it's like, okay, what do you really want from your life? And aligning yourself with moving forward towards what you really want. If you can do that in a way that also you feel is serving others simultaneously, there's a sense of meaning in life that can't be replaced by self-esteem or praise or compliments or being nice to yourself. And I don't think it's bad to be tough on yourself. I'm pretty tough on myself, I'll be honest with you. Being overly tough on yourself usually comes by making comparisons that don't make sense. You're comparing to somebody else's life that has a totally different path, a totally different experience. We all develop in different stages and different things. We all want different things. But eventually you wake up and say, it's good to be strong with yourself, but beating yourself up just lowers your energy. And when your energy gets lower, you produce less. And you don't have the same level of joy. You don't have the impact that you want to have, nor do you have the excitement that you really want to have. So I look at it as something that it's worth earning your own self-esteem, but it's really not the secret. The secret is find something else you obsess about more than yourself, and you'll have a level of energy that will compel you over the long term.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Can you see my screen? Let me know. Yes, okay, amazing. Let's get this thing started. All right. I hope you're all doing great. We had some good opportunities last week on the price traps I shared. It wasn't really the most price traps like we were used to, but we still had some opportunities, all right, and some good opportunities. But we will start with that and then go over the new price traps, of course, for today, and ending off with a little crypto analysis to see what the upcoming days can give us. First of all, let's start with ADJPY. So ADJPY, if we go back to last week, it was Wednesday 8 o'clock in the morning. We were already retesting that supply zone over here. Like you know, we were going against the trend because we were creating higher highs and higher lows. So I told you, like, if you were looking for downside movements, you would probably just go for a take profit one, not really go twin trading, and especially focus on these lows, okay? And that's exactly what we have seen. ADJPY first came back for that retest, created a beautiful candlestick pattern on the 1 hour time frame. If we go to the 30-minute time frame, we saw the engulfing candle. If we go to the 15-minute time frame, this was a little less obvious or not the best candlestick patterns that we are used to. And on that 5-minute time frame, we also had some price action opportunities to react on. So it depends a little bit, of course, how you react on the price traps. I'm just here to give you the core of the strategy, and the reaction on your strategy or how you want to react on the strategy is 100% your own choice, of course. All right. I'm just showing you the structure. I'm just showing you the highs and the lows and the different opportunities that comes with. Okay. So like you can see, ADJPY, beautiful opportunity. If you reacted with limits on this supply zone, you had like around a 20 pip stop loss, something like that, but the market went for almost 80 pips in profit. So that's a 1-on-4, almost a 1-on-4 risk to reward possibility here on ADJPY. So I'm almost 100% sure you were able to react on this with a 1-on-3 risk to reward potential. Of course, it's 100% your own decision how you react and when you react in these charts. Just here for the educational part for you guys. Okay, so that's for ADJPY. Beautiful opportunity, simply following the highs and lows, simply waiting for the breakout retests. And that's exactly what we have seen on ADJPY. I'm going to go through every pair because I'm not 100% sure which ones I shared last week. This was also a chart we had. That's ADNZD, beautiful trade, beautiful breakout retest. Like you can see, the time of our session was around this point, this little doji candle on this blue doji candle. The market went deeper, retested beautiful this supply zone, the band zone, excuse me. And if we then go and watch the different time zones or time frames, we have seen that the market also created some 15-minute engulfing candles. Even the 5-minute time frame also created some good structure, breakout of structure, retest, and market started to take off. So another one where you had some good opportunities. If you went for limits, also a possibility here on this demand zone with around 15 to 20 pip stop. Of course, if you reacted on price action, your entry would be a little higher. Even on the second retest here, you had an opportunity. So imagine you just were a little late and you could only react here. It was around a 20 pip stop, but like you can see, the market went for, let's just see how much. 74 pips in profit. So another 1-on-3 risk to reward possibility here on AUD and ZD. Beautiful. I really love to see this. The power of price traps, simply following highs and lows. Next one, Euro USD. This was the chart I gave you guys. I was looking to get the market higher again. I put this arrow on the chart to show you if the market goes higher, we can focus on this support zone for the breakout retest to the downside, but this didn't happen, okay? Market just kept on dropping, and because we didn't go to these highs, this low wasn't confirmed in my opinion, so we needed to break this low to look for downside opportunities, okay? So we have seen that, market broke out, came back for the retest, and then gave you an opportunity to the downside here with around, 60 pips profit. You could go with a 15 pip or 20 pip stop loss. But of course, I was focused on that buy. I was focused on the breakout retest to the upside. So I didn't really draw the support opportunity there. Yes, of course. If you can just send me through Telegram, I will help you further to get into our Discord channel, or maybe through Instagram or Discord. Just find me, send me a private message, and I will help you to get into our Discord server. For other people who are watching this, the recording, and are curious to get into the Discord channel, just send me a message and I will help you further and get you in there. So good, this was for Euro USD. I'm not going to count this. I'm not going to say it was the profit or that, because I didn't really talk about that breakout retest to the downside. I gave you the opportunity. I said, like, if we want to go to the downside, we need to attack this low. It did happen, but I just didn't drew it. So that's why I don't say this was a take profit. Good. Let's keep on moving here. Let's see what the market did more last week. Here we go. Euro CHF. This is already Thursday, so we made this price trap Wednesday. Yeah, of course, this was like the small breakout. I remember this. You see like this candle closure creating this lower low. So here we get the first retest. So this was already a good opportunity because 1 hour time frame price action was there. 30-minute time frame price action was there. 15-minute time frame also created some rejection on that first retest. So yeah, you had different opportunities to really react on this move to the downside. Let's just say this was the reaction, stop loss just above, 15 pips, something like that, and 55 pips drop. So 1-on-3 was definitely possible on this move. And also the market came back. It came back pretty high, but this was the only moment the market started to create some new price action around this point here. Still respected the highs, so still gave the opportunity to react, okay? Also, the different time frames just showed some beautiful price action here. So again, there was some opportunity or possibility to react with around 10 pips stop. Market went for 25 pips in profit, and then of course we had NFP, which pushed the market almost 74 pips in profit. Even deeper, if you kept on holding this one, you were there with a potential 88 pips profit there. Okay, so like you can see, of course, let me get back to that. If you reacted with limits, there's a very high chance you went for your stop loss just above that structure. So it depends how much of a room you gave the market. If you really put it very tight above this high, pretty sure this was a stop loss. If you gave the market enough room, this was a beautiful take profit opportunity. Okay, so that was for Euro CHF. Like you can see, and I say it a lot of times, it depends 100% on how you personally react in the charts, or what you like to use. Limits, price action, candlestick patterns, 5-minute time frame price action, FIB level, supply, demand, imbalance. All these type of stuff are all beautiful confirmations to add to the strategy. But of course, it is 100% your own way that will determine the profitability of this this beautiful strategy. Okay, so good. We have Euro Pound. Was also an idea Wednesday. This is Wednesday 8. We did have this breakout, but the market didn't really give us some price action. Of course, limit traders they're not really waiting for price action. They just wait for their zone to get hit to then go into the sells. But this didn't respect. Market just went higher. Then came lower again. Yeah, it was a pretty nasty chart here. If you took a stop loss on this one with the breakout retest to the upside, I 100% understand. But personally, I stepped away from the chart the moment I saw these crazy movements. Let me check what link we have here. There you go. You went for the buy, of course. Beautiful, beautiful idea on euro. This is euro USD. This is not euro pounds. Okay, this is the next one. The previous one, excuse me. Good. That was for euro pounds. There you go. You went for the sell on the supply zone. Beautiful, beautiful. Went straight to that one on three risk to reward. Look at that. Look at that. Pricetrap is really killing it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good. Let's keep on moving. Let's see what I gave you guys last week, because I'm not 100% sure. I didn't have the time to also check before the session started. Okay, we had GCAT also looking for the breakout retest to the upside. Did not respect. Not a bit. Crazy. We did have some price action at certain points. Yeah, I see that. I see that. I'm not hiding that. So if you went for like 15-minute engulfings or candlestick patterns, or you went for 5-minute time frame structure, yeah, this was definitely a move I would be reacting on. Market goes lower, break structure, comes back for the retest, but does not respect. I did catch a stop loss on this one. I remember. Happens, all right? Part of trading. That's why we always keep track of our risk management. Like I say a lot of times, you cannot expect anything from the markets, anything. So that's the reason why you always want to keep your risk management close to you, because the market can do whatever it wants. So here with GCAP, it did not respect, not at all. So this was straight stop loss. Good. Then we had GJ, a little bit same like ADJPY. So let's get back to Wednesday. So Wednesday 8 was almost back for the retest. Not sure if I said it, but I'm sure, or I'm pretty sure if I see this, I would say it, that we need to pay attention, because this was already almost ready, and that this one could be for every single moment. And that's exactly what we have seen. Beautiful price action, beautiful engulfing candles, 15-minute time frame, morning stars, evening stars, excuse me, stop losses from around 15 pips, something like that. And GJ just dropped in only a few hours to almost 120 pips. So another one where you could take some beautiful risk to rewards out of this, okay? Also with the limit traders, it was beautiful. Market reacted beautifully on supply. If you would put a FIP level on it, like on the last move, here you see the market reacted beautifully on 72, 78. Even the 88 was hit. But of course, if you go for limits, you're more focused on the past structure. So you would be around like 25 pips. Stop loss 75 for a 103 risk to reward. Like you can see, market went for 120 pips in profit. So a 103 risk to reward was definitely possible. Of course, we were against the trend. So like I say a lot of times, personally, when I go against the trend, I rather go just to take profit one than trying to milk out everything from the market. If I go with the trend, I do like to use twin trades, because there is a very high potential the market will keep on moving in that direction, okay? But if we go against it, again, better to just go for a take profit one, okay? Beautiful, beautiful idea. I know some people also took it last week. On GJ, so take profit number 3, I think, maybe 4. I lost count. Good, let's see. GU, G-Chef. Yeah, I remember this one. This one spiked way too high for me personally. So this was Wednesday around this price. Then day after we got the breakout, or it was on Wednesday. The day after we got the first retest, the first price action here, did not respect, went higher, started even breaking structure, but still gave us the drop. So for me personally, this wasn't the cleanest idea you could react on G-Chef, but still we got some good price action. We got some good candlestick patterns. If the market is this high, I personally rather stay away from it because we started breaking structure and the chances are high we start to reverse and go the other direction. But it wasn't the case. Market just shoot it lower and beautifully respected the breakout to the downside. Let me check. Can you tell me your opinion on GU after going through the charts? Yes, I will go over GU. GU is definitely a pair we were watching from yesterday already. So I will cover that in a moment. Okay, let's check. I think that's it from last week. I do have a different layout. Oh, UJ, there we go. What time is this? Wednesday around 5-6 p.m. in the evening. Beautiful. Reacted amazing on this demand zone. I'm sure this is a FIP level, like 50 or 61. There you go. 50 FIP, beautifully respected. 30-minute time frame. We saw some engulfings, 15-minute time frame. Same exact thing. Morning stars in place. Let me check the 5-minute just out of curiosity. Look at that. Beautiful. Market break structure, comes back for the retest and start to take off. So different opportunities here on UJ. If you went for a limit, you would be around the 15 pip stop with a potential of 330. I didn't know it went this far. I closed out a little early. Beautiful idea. If you went for price action, you would have around a 20 pip stop, 320 pips take profit opportunity. Damn. What's this? Take profit number 4, 5? I don't know. I lost count. Beautiful. The power of price trap. Okay, that will be it. These were the price traps from last week. Like you can see, different opportunities. Let's just say the other nasty charts were 2 stop losses and we had 4 take profits. I think it's 4. I'm just lowering the numbers to give you a good view. So 2 stop losses, 4 take profits is a beautiful win rate. Only 1 day of trading, only 1 day of price trapping, not the trading part. You have your retest on Thursday, Friday, and so on. But only 1 day going in the charts and making these price traps. And look what kind of opportunities and what kind of take profits we have seen. Only 1 day. Okay. The follow-up, of course, takes a little bit longer than making the price traps. Good for ADJPY. We were looking at this with the team, or I gave this one yesterday for a breakout retest. We have seen a beautiful retest this night, but the price action wasn't really in place, so it was a very hard one to take. Okay, for today I'm gonna leave it like it is. AUD Canadian. Let me first go to GU because I saw this one was retesting. Of course, we were looking at this also with the team yesterday already. We trapped this one like this. Very easy structure. Market creates a high, creates a low, is stuck in between. We wait for the breakout. The retest is happening. I'd rather see this one getting a little lower, getting a little deeper into our zone. At least that 50-61 zone would be nice, especially because we already did retested this 1 hour candle. The imbalance is also in place. Here a little lower, so we need to pay attention there. I would love to see the market going a little lower, to be honest, for the retest. We did already get some good price action, so you should be running this already if you're really focused on price action. But the other confirmations, I'd rather see the market doing something like this. Let's see. Good price trap. Nice example. AD Canadian. Let me trap this one. I do like the structure. If you have price traps yourself, let me know in the chat. For example, the price trap on GU. You dropped? Yeah, I see. ADJPY. No, yeah, I knew it. That's the how do I say it? Sometimes the market just takes off without price action, like you can see on 80 JPY, and that's the advantage you have with limits. All right, even if you do not have price action, your limit is in place, every single confirmation is in place, and look at that, you're running it. Like, sheesh, these morning sessions, come on, come on, powerful, powerful, powerful. Good. AUD. We also have this one from yesterday, waiting for the retests. Or it is retesting, but waiting for the proper retest. Price action isn't in place yet. Let me check before I say something. 50-minute engulfings, yeah. 30-minute tweezer bottoms. But I want to see the market going a little lower to give us a little deeper retest. Maybe hitting the 50, the 50 fit or something like that. There we go. Let me check where we already got. Nah, we didn't hit it yet, so waiting on that one. Euro NZT, look at that. Amazing. Breakout retest. Where is Euro and here we go. Yeah, easy. Easy. Not really the most beautiful chart, to be honest. I didn't trap it. I don't think I trapped it last week. This was Tuesday. No, this was yesterday. Wow. No, I didn't trap it. I didn't look at it, but beautiful. Breakout, retest, boom. Nice one. Congratulations. Let me check what's happening here. Maybe we could trap it like this. Congrats on the move on Euro NZD. Watch out with AD NZD. If we see breakouts to the upside, I want to see the market creating at least an equal high here. Okay, breakout to the downside, a little bit the same with these lows, but this one is way more important. So that's for AD NZD. AD CHF, I'm gonna leave it like it is. Euro USD, yeah, you could trap it, but I remember we did. Yeah, okay. It's a pretty big price trap. I'm doubting a little bit, but the structure is so clean. Let's just trap it like this. I'm not using the lowest low because in my opinion, this is the last low before it created this high. So that's why I want to trap it like this. We shall see. Euro AUD. I did trap this yesterday for the breakout retest now to the downside, but not fully convinced on what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna leave it alone. Euro Canadian, yeah. Let's just move on and see if we have more clean charts. Because this is not really what I'm looking for. GJ does have some good structure here. Structure I like to work with. There we go. Let me first delete this and delete this. There we go. GN, yeah. We were looking for that breakout retest to the upside. It didn't respect at all. So this was the demand zone we were really looking. We had the 1 hour engulfing, 30-minute time frame engulfing, 50-minute time frame also showed us some engulfing. So showed us some price action, even the 5-minute. showed us that the market wanted to break out, but didn't really respect it. So yeah, straight stop loss. This is trading, right? A lot of people hide these type of things and act like their strategy doesn't take any stop losses. But believe me, that's not how trading works. What's this? Of course, you're running it. I know. What else? Yeah, same. Stop loss. Stop loss. Of course. Look, this is trading, right? Why should I hide it? I should prepare you. Everyone thinks that trading is like rainbows and sunshine. Forget about it. Part of the game. 100%. I do like the structure on G-Chef. Nobody is perfect. There isn't any strategy that is perfect. Still, some traders act like they have a perfect strategy without a single loss. Don't fall for that trap, please. Every trader takes losses. And yes, of course, some strategies are more accurate than others. That's true. But that doesn't mean it's perfect. NSTJPY, live from the session. I'm not sure if someone took it, but on live on the sessions, I said it enough. I said like, small reminder, this one is ready. Small reminder, this one is ready. Yesterday, live on the session. Beautiful, beautiful idea. I took an entry around, what was it? 92, something like that. 10 pip stop. Market went for 60 pips in profit. Closed out on a 105 personally. Beautiful, beautiful idea. Breakout, retest, boom. Missed by 0.8 pips. The next retest, the higher retest, the deeper retest. Yeah. And also with that deeper retest, again, the price action was very hard. Limit traders, no problem. Price action traders, we did have this breakout retest here from that structure. So yeah, there was some opportunity with that 5-minute time frame, but hard one. Also, this is what time? 1 o'clock. I was sleeping. I'm not letting my sleep for the trades. We need to keep it healthy. Pom pom pom. NZD USD. I think I trapped it like this yesterday. I do like the trap. I still love the structure. So let's see what happens with this one. Waiting for the deeper retest. Same like AD USD? Yes, same like AD USD. And this is doing it. So keep an eye out. If we get here around that area, keep an eye out for some price action. Or if you're a limit trader, make sure your limit is ready. GJ, okay. GU, waiting for the deeper retest. Let's see if we can get there. G-Chef, beautiful structure. NZD Canadian, gonna leave it, don't like it anymore. NZD Chef, nope. JPYF, like I said, running. For me, it was already a take profit. NZD USD, same thing, waiting for the deeper retest like AD USD. USD Canadian, I don't like it. Nope, that's not it. Nah, maybe UJ. By the way, for the people who are already in the Discord, make sure to be active. Make sure to send out messages with questions, maybe examples of price traps that you're looking for. It can be everything. Mindset, risk management, everything. If you have any questions, just send it out. And you will be helped not only by me, but also by some people from the team here that are doing an amazing job. I think you've seen it already, like in the screenshots that I'm receiving here. They are open. It's beautiful. We have different type of traders in price trap. We have price action traders, but we also have limit traders. Good. Let me trap CHF JPY also. Let's see. We shall see if what the market is gonna do with it. We have a lot of price traps. So That's also a dangerous part, because you could start over trading, taking too much trade at the same time. So please don't do that. I personally have the rule that I can only be in 2 trades at the same time. There we go. That's it. Oof, a lot of price traps. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 price traps. Chish, that's a lot. Be careful so you don't overtrade, okay? So let me go over one more time. Oh no, I don't have 80 jaded. This was still from yesterday. 80 Canadian. Yeah, I did took that new high because the breakout wasn't fully confirmed in my opinion. So that's why I used the new structure. We shall see where the market will go with that. For 80 USD, we are getting a little lower. I really want to see like around this area, something like that. I want to see the retest happen over there. So you see in between 50, 61. If we have some price action there, we can react. If you're using limits, make sure to find your zones. Let me check. There you go. We shall see where we can get. Personally, I'm not going to wait this deep. But of course, that's how I personally react with price traps. That's 100% our own styles. And I love that. That's the beauty about price trap also, that you can just find your own style in it. Okay, so GJ simply waiting for the breakout, of course. GU looking for a deeper retest, same like ADUSD. G-Chef, pretty simple, waiting for the breakout. Okay. NSDUSD, same thing like ADUSD, waiting for the deeper retest. UJ simply waiting for the breakout. CHF, Canadian JPY, same thing, and CHF JPY, same thing. Good. So these were the price traps, but I want to warn you. Why? Because this. Good evening, guys. Or he doesn't say guys or something, but just the word good evening, and your charts are messed up. No. So sometimes, not always. It depends on what numbers he's bringing out. But we have the FOMC statements and the FOMC press conference. Of course, it always follows after that. So 8:30, please be careful. Market could go a little crazy there, okay? So FOMC today, be aware of it, be careful, put yourself risk-free before the news, take out some partials, close out your trades, 100% your own decision what you're doing there. Like you guys know, small, friendly reminder. I'm just here to give you education, that's it. Not a financial advisor or something like that. No, absolutely not. I just want to show you how you can keep your trading simple by using a certain strategy. So again, with FOMC, I'm warning you for the news event. I'm warning you that there could be some crazy movements, but that doesn't mean that I'm saying what you need to do. You can choose 100% on your own. Go risk-free, take partials, close out trades, let the trade running, 100% your own choice, okay? So good, that's for the news. Let me check, do we have something tonight? Nope. We do have some pretty heavy pound news tomorrow, okay? Also the unemployment claims on USD. So between 1 and 2:30 tomorrow, I also would pay attention. And that's basically it. We also have some pound news on Friday and Canadian news, but that's okay. That's something I can live with. Good. This is also an important one for next week. 2:30 CPI on dollar. Okay, so Tuesday, don't forget this. There we go. That's it for the price traps. Yeah. Let's see what crypto has done, or what we are doing here. Okay, we are respecting structure on the lower time frame. So first of all, we are still in that zone. We are still on the supply zone. Market is like consolidating a little bit. It depends a little bit on what the market is going to do with structure. At this point, it's still bullish, okay? If we can see breakout retest to the downside, of course, we can expect some retracements. But at this point, the market is respecting structure. Like you can see, breakout, retest, boom. Simple, okay? Here, look at that 1 hour. Breakout, retest, boom. Now we can see the same thing, of course, like this. We did not create an equal high though. So we created a lower high. That's the first sign we can have. So we shall see. At this point, I'm still bullish. We are at some crazy strong supply zones. So there is a very high chance we can start retracing from this point. But at this moment, the market is keeping very strong because of that lower time frame price action. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Same thing. Nothing happened in that whole week. So everything I said about crypto is exactly the same thing this week. Okay. We see the dominance keep on rising. Ethereum is getting stronger, so that's something I really like to see. And other alts, yeah, we have so many different alts that are still on supply zones. It's all still the same like last week. I cannot say more if the market hasn't done anything more. Okay, the only one, Solana, is showing some good bullish pressure. We broke above the highs. Here for Cardano, we are still in supply zone, so very hard to tell what the next move will be. Of course, this is a little bit what I'm looking for, like get back to these demands to then go higher. If we break through that, of course, we can look like this. But that will be a little bit what I'm looking for. Here we see some consolidation on Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Bitcoin, same thing. Created this equal high, so that's a little positive here, but yeah, it's a waiting game. At this point, we are still in the same zones. Nothing really happened in this whole week. Wednesday, here's Wednesday last week. So yeah, nothing happened. At this point, Bitcoin is holding strong, is holding the bullish structure on that lower time frame. As long as we can respect that, I see the market going higher. This lower high on the 1 hour time frame can be the first signal though that the market can start breaking structure, but it doesn't look that way at this moment. Okay, so good. That's it. Any questions? Of course, I'm going to keep all the charts like they are. I have a different layout for this session, so we can beautifully follow up how every single idea has run, or how every single idea gave an opportunity or not. And of course, I'm going to review that for the next week and make some new price traps and see what Bitcoin and Ethereum and the whole crypto market is doing. And maybe we can have some new movements, or maybe we have seen some breakouts because of the FOMC or the CPI. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. I don't see any questions coming in. So I'm going to close off the session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had some value. And we see each other back next week, of course. Okay. So enjoy this beautiful week. And I would say keep on killing it, catching those pips and marking up those price traps. So thank you all and see you very soon again. Ciao, ciao.